I was looking at some of Lincoln's speeches, and he actually gave one to the New Jersey General Assembly.
Yes.
And in that speech, he actually referenced Washington.
He did.
Just wondered if you could touch on Lincoln's views on Washington and some of the other founding fathers.
Lincoln revered the founding fathers, and he said so on many different occasions, and most of all in the very speech that you mentioned to the General Assembly in Trenton, when he talked about reading Parson Weems' biography of Washington and how much he admired not only Washington but also the indefatigable spirit of the troops who crossed the Delaware River and fought the Battle of Trenton. In fact, he gave that speech not many yards away from where that battle was fought back in 1776. And Lincoln, I think, looked back upon the generation of the founding fathers as America's greatest generation. There's much talk in recent years about the greatest generation as we look back, and that was World War II. But for Lincoln, the greatest generation was clearly the generation of the founding fathers. And above all, I think he revered Washington.
And finally, who's the better president, Washington or Lincoln?
I'm partial to Lincoln because I think he faced, as president, a greater crisis than Washington did. Washington deserves enormous credit for having launched the United States during his presidency as an independent nation under the Constitution, which is no small thing. And he did face all kinds of problems and threats to the unity of the nation. The Whiskey Rebellion being one, the development of partisan conflicts between the Jeffersonian Democrats and the Federalists, and riding herd over these threats to national integrity was important. But I think Lincoln faced a far greater challenge in the Civil War, and his success in bringing the country through that, I think, was probably the most important achievement in our history, and surmounted the greatest crisis that the United States has ever faced.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.